Norwegian Black and Roll Hails. This one is Slegest with the fourth album Avstand, which is the fourth album by the band and roughly 10 years after the band's debut album was released. Those who have been mistakenly look on Metal Archives and thinking this is some kind of a Black and Doom might be surprised, because to be honest, none of Slegest album have been exactly Doom. Not in my opinion anyway. Feel free to differ. And the thing here is, since the very first album, 2013, I didn't hear the self-titled EP. Slegest has always been something that I would just call black and roll. First of all, it does have black metal vocals. They're raspy and they're a really good one in that territory, but the riffs are quite far from your typical black metal. They are very rock and roll, they're almost punkish, and the production has been usually more kind of organic and less maybe distorted, less heavy in a way, less sinister. And this is more emphasized with the riffs, which are then again not exactly very dark, nothing like black metal typically is, even though there is a little bit of overlapping. I mean, that's kind of a given. So black and roll is very fitting term in my opinion for this kind of music, because it's basically taking parts of black metal, not only in the terms of vocals and even in some degree with the production, but there are also parts where it just goes off. And as such, having this kind of rock and roll mentality combining a little bit punkish and also these black metal elements is definitely like best of both worlds kind of stuff. So definitely linked to bands such as Vrede and also Sarke. So if you, for example, take a look at similar artists tab here, it will show you these two. And for obvious reasons, they're kind of the same, even though Sarke is listed as black trash. Now, 4 albums in, there hasn't been really much of a evolution, so to say. I would say Løgndom, the debut album, and Introvert, the previous album, are the weakest ones, and even they are pretty decent. However, in my opinion, so far the band has peaked with Vidsyn, the second album back in 2016. That's when it all became something more powerful, more striking, better impact, if you will. Avstand is between the second album and the first and the 3 ones. That is, so far, in my opinion, the second best album. It definitely now has more energetic approach, and like I said, the vocals are really good. Production is a little bit, well, 50-60. That's a Finnish saying, by the way. The thing here is, I kind of like it. It kind of fits the black and roll stuff, but it could be more powerful. Now it's even more like too organic, too demo-ish in a ways, having this some kind of a organic feeling to it, which then lacks kind of a punch. That's not the deal breaker here, though. However, it's where the riffs matter. And given that this album is some 30 minutes long, I mean, here it doesn't really show the full length of it, but it's roughly 30-31 minutes, and it's compact enough to not get you bored. Rather, you're more like, okay, I'll give it this another spin. So it's a sweet and compact album with the kind of a punch that is very, very suitable, I would imagine, for having a few beers before going to a show or before you turn into some darker music. Maybe it's even an album for, driving your car with your bone hanging out. I don't know, but something that strikes me the wrong way. Sorry. Well, not exactly sorry, because I mean, something rubs me the wrong way, but mostly it rubs me the right way. That might sound a little bit confusing, but my point here is this is definitely on the good territory and enjoyable album to some degree. But I'm not saying it's suitable for everybody, because maybe it's just too rock and roll for a lot of people who are looking for more extreme metal experiences in world of black metal and all. But definitely worth giving a chance. This album is out on 20th of January, so very, very fresh from the oven. Give it a chance. As you can see, this one is missing the back inlay, so you're probably going to get better version than me if you're buying the physical format. And if not, it's out on digital format as well. So, good fun with Slegest. See you later with more reviews coming your way.